Inflation refers to the general increase in prices over time, which leads to a decrease in the purchasing power of money. It is a critical topic in today's economy because it affects everything from the cost of living to business operations and government policies. Understanding inflation helps individuals and organizations make informed financial decisions, whether it's budgeting for household expenses or planning investments. With recent fluctuations in global markets, inflation has become especially important to monitor, as it can influence interest rates, wages, and economic growth. By exploring the causes and impacts of inflation, we gain valuable insight into the health and stability of our economy. Inflation refers to the general increase in prices across goods and services over time, which leads to a decrease in the purchasing power of money. Economists typically measure inflation using price indices, such as the Consumer Price Index, or CPI. These indices track the average price changes for a basket of commonly purchased items. By comparing the index values over different periods, economists can determine the rate at which prices are rising. This measurement helps policymakers and businesses understand economic trends and make informed decisions. Inflation is often misunderstood, with many people believing it only affects the price of a few goods or services. In reality, inflation gradually erodes purchasing power across the entire economy, making everyday expenses more costly over time. Some assume that small annual increases are insignificant, but even modest inflation can compound and have a substantial impact on savings and long-term financial planning. Additionally, the true effects of inflation may be masked by wage increases or changes in consumer habits, leading many to underestimate its broader consequences. Recognizing these misconceptions is crucial for making informed financial decisions. Inflation refers to the general increase in prices over time, which gradually reduces the value of money. As prices rise, the same amount of money buys fewer goods and services, diminishing consumers' purchasing power. Everyday expenses, such as groceries, transportation, and utilities, become more costly, forcing individuals and families to adjust their budgets. This can lead to changes in spending habits, with people prioritizing essential items and cutting back on discretionary purchases. Over time, persistent inflation can significantly impact financial well-being and overall quality of life. Persistent inflation poses several hidden risks that can undermine financial stability. As prices steadily rise, the real value of savings diminishes, meaning that money set aside today will buy less in the future. Investments may also be affected, as inflation can erode returns, particularly for fixed-income assets like bonds. Over time, this gradual loss of purchasing power can make it more challenging to achieve long-term financial goals. Understanding these impacts is crucial for making informed decisions about saving and investing during periods of inflation. Inflation can have a significant impact on vulnerable populations and those living on fixed incomes. As the cost of goods and services rises, individuals with limited financial resources may struggle to afford basic necessities such as food, housing, and health care. Fixed income groups, like retirees, often see their purchasing power erode because their income does not increase alongside prices. This can lead to a decline in their standard of living and increase financial stress. For these groups, even modest inflation can make daily life more challenging and uncertain. Unchecked inflation can have far-reaching effects on the economy, leading to instability and uncertainty. When prices rise rapidly, businesses and consumers struggle to plan for the future as the value of money becomes unpredictable. This uncertainty can discourage investment and slow economic growth. Additionally, inflation can erode savings and reduce purchasing power, making it harder for households to maintain their standard of living. Over time, these factors can undermine confidence in financial institutions and the overall health of the economy. Throughout history, several nations have faced severe inflation crises that offer valuable lessons for today. The hyperinflation in Weimar Germany during the early 1920s saw prices soar and savings wiped out, highlighting the dangers of excessive money printing. Zimbabwe's experience in the late 2000s demonstrated how loss of confidence in a currency can destabilize an entire economy. More recently, Venezuela's ongoing inflation crisis underscores the importance of sound fiscal policies and trust in government institutions. These examples remind us that maintaining monetary discipline and transparent governance are crucial to preventing similar outcomes in the present day. Individuals can protect themselves from the dangers of inflation by diversifying their investments, prioritizing assets that tend to retain value, such as real estate or inflation-protected securities. Keeping a close eye on personal budgets and adjusting spending habits can also help mitigate the impact of rising prices. Policymakers, on the other hand, play a crucial role by implementing monetary policies that aim to control inflation, such as adjusting interest rates or managing the money supply. They can also support economic stability through fiscal measures, including targeted government spending and tax policies. By working together, both individuals and policymakers can help safeguard economic well-being in the face of inflationary pressures. In summary, inflation poses risks that often extend beyond rising prices at the checkout. Its effects can erode savings, disrupt financial planning, and impact the broader economy in ways that are not immediately obvious. By understanding the underlying causes and consequences of inflation, individuals and businesses can better prepare for its challenges. Staying informed about economic trends is essential to making sound decisions and safeguarding financial well-being. Recognizing the true dangers of inflation empowers us to respond proactively rather than reactively. Thank you for joining us for this presentation. We hope you found the information helpful and engaging. Your continued support is greatly appreciated, and we look forward to sharing more content with you in the future.